we go.
Welcome to the Monday Motivation with Eric and Friends podcast with your host, Eric F. King, featuring world-class speakers, coaches, and consultants. Join us every Monday as we dive into empowering conversations that motivate, inspire, and educate entrepreneurs. Kickstart your week with valuable insights that help you not just survive, but thrive. This is your go-to podcast to start your week strong and live your best life. Let's make Mondays the fuel for your success journey.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Motivational Monday. My name is Eric F. King, and today I have the pleasure of introducing to you some incredible speakers. Zion Anagru is here, Amberly Shreve, and Leah Garcia are all here. And we are excited. We're excited today, number one, because we have a great topic. And number two, because we're all together again. All right. We're all together again. And that's a blessing. Every day you're able to show up. It's a blessing. All right. So today we are talking about the power of networking. Okay. We're talking about the power of networking. That is business networking. Right. And we have some incredible experts on today. Right. People that actually do this all the time. Right. That's important. Right. To have people on the line that do exactly what we're talking about. So without further ado, I'm going to go to our first speaker, who is out of California, where it is 7:02 with the time change. 7:02 in the morning. What did I say?
4:02
in the morning. 4:02 in the morning. Yes, I'm looking at my time. It's 7:02 for me, but it's 4:02 for her.
It's not 7:02
here. Yeah, so she woke up very early for this. She doesn't have to, but she did it for you all. So sit back and listen to our financial strategist. Okay, she's a financial strategist. She helps you with all things money, making money, investing money, whatever you want to do. If you like money, and if you don't, you need to. You need to, and then connect with her. She's also a black belt in martial arts, right? A third degree, which shows that she has a lot of discipline, and we respect her tremendously. So without further ado, Leah Garcia, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Eric F. King of Collaboration. Well, my name is Leah Garcia, financial strategist and insurance professional, and it is my crusade to help you properly protect, distribute, and transfer your wealth so you can build that legacy and create generational wealth for you and your family. Listen, I love talking about the power of networking, right? But you came here because you want to hear the real deal. This is the gloves off. There's no ponies and puppy dogs here. Okay, we're going to go really deep. I didn't get 2 hours of sleep to come here and just give you the things that you can find online. This is the real deal, right? So these are also good. I'm going to bring you 3 golden nuggets, but they're also good. I'm going to call them number one. They're all number one. And I'm going to start off by giving you a bonus. How many of you like a bonus? Like if you go through the drive-through and you get an extra Happy Meal, you're like fired up, right? I got a bonus today. Well, I'm going to give you a bonus today because it is time change here in the US, okay? And I'm just fired up. Listen, we all show up here every week, but how many of us are taking advantage of networking with each other in the comments? Sometimes people come here, they sit in the shadows, they never make a comment, they never ask a question, they never like anyone's comment, and we say that we want to know about the power of networking. Listen, we are here to network. This is called social media. We got to start networking. So shout yourself out. Find a friend, phone a friend, make a connection here. So are you guys ready? Can you tell I'm fired up? I'm going to give you 3 golden nuggets. The first golden nugget is, listen, the network is your net worth. We've heard that said a lot of times, but what does that mean? We go to all these different events. We're out in the coffee shops, but we never talk to anybody. Listen, what are we doing? That's not networking. We show up on these platforms. We connect on LinkedIn, but then we don't ever want to have a coffee chat. Listen, we are missing the opportunities that are right there in front of us. Phone a friend, find a friend, make a connection. Because that's really what it comes down to. We got to open our mouth. Closed mouths don't get fed. the next number one, because these are all number one. Are you guys liking this? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Listen, bring value. Givers gain. Givers gain. What do I mean by that? When you think you've given, give more. When you think that you've shared, share more. When you think you've got these secrets, tell all your secrets. I promise you, it will come back to you, because even if they know the secrets, they don't know how to use the key, right? So don't feel like you've got to harbor all this stuff and then only do it for when they sign up with you. Only give it when they write your book. Only give it when they order your stuff. Listen, give it all the time. I started giving out free consultations. I've been doing consulting for years for free. Now I charge. Okay, you can't have it for free anymore. But what did I do? I gave and I gave and I gave. Not one time, not two times, but year after year after year. Folks, I've been at this for almost 20 years now. Okay, this is not my first rodeo. So ask yourself, how are you serving? And ask someone that you meet today, how can I serve you? And this one is the next number one, but I'm telling you, this one is real. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? This is going to be a little rough, but I promise you it'll be worth it. We got to DEI ourselves. There's been a lot of talk about diversity and these things are going down and no more of this and no more of that. But listen, we're not doing it for each other. How about if you find somebody that you think is underserved and you buy their product? You shop at their store. You read their book. You give them a platform so they can shout themselves out. You give an opportunity for them to shine and thrive. We don't need anybody else to save us. Have you guys haven't figured this out by now? We got to save ourselves. Nobody is coming to save us. It doesn't matter who the president is or isn't. We are going to have to lift up each other. That's why I'm here every day. I don't do this for me. I do this to bring value to you. If you can't tell, that's my intention. My intention is to bring value, right? And listen, your inner circle, if they're not pulling you up, then they're probably keeping you down. We got to have long-term thinking. We got to upgrade our stinking thinking. We got to flip the script, right? We got to flip the script because we've already had generational poverty. We got to flip the script and have generational wealth. But what does it come from? It comes from making those connections. It comes from the collaborations, because connections and collaborations are the new currency. And so that's my time. And I send it back to you, Mr. Eric.
All right. All right. Thank you so much. What a way to kick it off. That was a TED Talk early in the morning at 4 a.m. We appreciate you as usual. All right. So now we are going to go all the way down to, oh, by the way, welcome everybody. Ardelia, I see you. Welcome. Welcome to our show today. Coral from across the pond. Welcome. We have my good friend, Robert Kennedy, who actually has a podcast at this time. So I'm surprised he's on. But welcome. We appreciate you, brother. Alicia, good to see you. Welcome. Good morning. Raphael, welcome. Welcome, everybody. Make sure you put your name in the chat. Just say hi, right? Nothing elaborate. Just say good morning from, and then tell us where you're from. All right. Welcome, everybody. So we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. This is getting exciting. It's getting exciting. And we are going from California. We're going to go all the way down to the East Coast, to Maryland, to hear from our next speaker. Now, our next speaker is a networking guru. Okay, she does this for a living. All right. She's good at networking. She's good at building business relationships. She's one of the best that I know in the world at doing this. We call her the gratitude consultant, and you'll hear about that. She just loves to help people in general. And it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you my good friend who I met through a networking group, right? Amberly Shreve, the floor is yours.
Well, thank you so much, Eric, and good morning to everyone. It is such a pleasure to be here with the panel, Leah and Zion, and of course, Eric, and to be here with each and every one of you. And I feel so honored and blessed. And Eric's right. This is actually where I met him, is through networking and meeting people. And some of the most wonderful people that I have met have actually been through networking. It's given me the opportunity to not only meet people that are my chosen family, but people that I keep very close in my circle, people that I learn from, people that I bounce things off of, people that are truly a gift in my life. So if you are not networking yet, let's talk a little bit about what that might look like. And also, relationship building is all a part of networking. And if you want to build strong, beautiful relationships, then let's have a conversation and talk about that, because I'm going to help you keep them strong, establish, maintain, and make sure that they are thriving for years to come. So the power of networking is such an incredible gift. It gives you access to opportunities. What if you had the opportunity to meet someone through networking and they invited you to an event, or they invited you to something that maybe changed the trajectory of your life? That would all happen through networking. What if you just had a moment where you were able to open up your mind and learn? We should all be students each and every day. I mean, I want to be a lifelong student. I want to learn constantly from others. I surround myself with people that are more intelligent and more gifted and talented than I am, because if you're the smartest person in the room, how are you able to grow? And that's not to say that you are lessening yourself in any way. You are rising up because you want to do better and be better and succeed even more than you already have. And there is nothing wrong with that. The knowledge of sharing. Leah touched on this morning. How are you sharing your gifts with other people? Who are you blessing and serving? How are you bringing them value each day? That is the power of networking. How are you able to share your gifts unless you are meeting people on a daily basis? It is so important for you to share your gifts of who you are, what you bring to the table, and how you're able to change someone's life. It is so important for you to be able to show up for others and leave them better than you found them. Building your support systems is crucial. Again, if you do not have a circle of people that are not only lifting you up, they are supporting the life that you are creating for yourself. They are showing you different ideas and values to enhance your business, your life, because believe it or not, all of it encompasses business, life, your personal life. All of it is actually intertwined together. So you want to have people that are supporting every aspect of your life. Increased visibility. Networking increases within your industry. Who are you able to get in front of because you chose to network? I have had the opportunity to meet some of the most incredible people through networking. Podcasts. I've had the opportunity to meet gold medalist. I've had the opportunity to put myself in front of people that are in such a different place than I was when I first started. So networking brings you opportunity, but are you ready for the opportunity that's been given to you? You need to be ready for anything, because when opportunity comes knocking, where are you going to be? You need to be prepared and make sure that these gifts that are being given to you are being able to be received. And the only way that you can do that is to prepare yourself and make sure that you are ready. You are set with the right community. Your mindset is there. Your outlook is there. Your prayers are in place. You are ready to go to serve and bless not only you and your community, but others. Because when we're giving, we are serving and blessing others. It is gift after gift after gift. And the last thing is confidence and social skills. You have to have the confidence to know that what you are explaining and telling others is what you believe. People can smell the fake a mile away, y'all. I'm telling you right now, they can smell it. You have something to offer. Take some time and figure out what that is. Whether you're just starting out or you are years invested into your business, be confident in who you are. God made you special. You know, he doesn't make junk, y'all. He doesn't. He made you special. So what are your gifts and what are you giving to the world? Let's make sure that we are showing up in our best way, that we are the best expansions of ourselves, that we are being an example to each and every person. Because I'm telling you, everyone is watching. Your kids are watching, your grandkids are watching, your family, your friends, your colleagues, the people that don't even know you who can't wait to meet you. They're all watching. And we want those people to know us for who we are, our authentic selves. Don't try to be somebody you're not. You know, we have the opportunity today to make a difference. Be who you are, show up in authentically who you are, and share with the world your gifts, and the opportunities will come. So connect with me. I'm so excited to meet each and every one of you, and let's learn together how we can bless and serve not only each other, but our communities. And Eric, back to you, my friend.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Another TED Talk. We appreciate that. Oh, man, we gain so much every time you show up here today on this call. All right. So we're going to keep going. I see Carl already put in a question in there. So I challenge all of you here today to come up with a question. Think of something that you want to know concerning networking and put it in the chat. Okay. Just start with the word question. So we see that it's a question, and we'll get to your questions in a while. All right. Make sure you take advantage of this, because, you know, if you have to contact someone like Amberly and Leah and Zion, they charge for stuff like this, right? But you can do it for free here, right? For free, right? So definitely put in the comments your question. All right, so we are going to keep going. I'm going to share some information with you about networking, and then we'll get to Zion. All right, first of all, let me just say what networking is not. Networking is not just building a large following on social media. That's not networking. All right. I met with a lady, this was a long time ago, who I met because I'm a sales coach, right? So I help people, sell their offers. And she told me that she wasn't making hardly any money online. And she wondered why, because she had 130 something thousand followers. And I said, out of 130 something thousand followers, how many of them have you met one-to-one? And she said, oh, not that many. I said, then how do you expect to make any money? They don't know you and you don't know them. Right? It's just like, so I want you all to realize that part of networking is to actually meet people one-to-one and speak with them. Okay. It's very simple and straightforward, really. It's just speaking to more people one-to-one. And when you do that, you listen more than you speak. I know that's weird. Like, what do you mean, Eric? How can I listen? If I listen more than I speak, nobody will know what I do. I won't make any money. Let me break it down for you. I'm speaking from experience. When I started networking in my early 20s, I would go to an event, and my goal was to get business cards. Remember those guys? Business cards, remember those? And my goal is like, I'm going to get 20 business cards today. Yeah. So I'll go around the room. Hey, how you doing? I'm Eric. Here's our business card, right? And then I realized that I wasn't building any connections. Everybody got my business card, but I'm not making any connections. And then someone told me, he said, Eric, your goal is to make friends and to find out what they do. I'm like, oh, okay. Right. So I changed my strategy. So I would come up to someone like Amberly and I would say, hey, Amberly, yeah, tell me more about what you do. And Amberly would tell me what you do, what she does. And I said, how can I? And then I'll say, so Amberly, how can I help you build your business? Like, what's the best referral for you? And Amberly like, oh, let me tell you, right? And she'll tell me, right? She'll tell me. And then there'll come a point when Amberly will say, but Eric, so what do you do? Now she is more interested in learning what I do because I cared about what she does, right? Right? People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care, right? And now she's interested in helping me, and she's interested in sharing my information with people because I cared enough, right? So that's what I want to leave you with. That I want all of you to realize that networking is about learning about other people, helping other people. Look, if you do that, you will have more business than you can handle. You will, because you're building what we call warm market. Let me explain to you what warm market is. Now, so let me start with the opposite. Cold market is when you meet someone like online, they don't know you, you don't know them. Cold market. And let me tell you how you know it's cold. When you send a message to somebody you've never met and you say, hey, buy my offer. This is what I have, buy it. How many people buy? Not that many. 99% of people won't buy. They won't connect. They may even block you. You know what I mean? That's cold market. Warm market is people that you get to know. You see them, you talk to them, you get to know them. That's warm market. Here's the beauty of warm market. Warm market, they're the ones that promote you. Warm market, they're the ones that like your post. Warm market, they're the ones that buy from you. Warm market, they're the ones that refer people to you, right? Warm market is beautiful. I started a group called Promote Your Business Meetup. I started with 8 people in Rockville, Maryland, in a little room in the hotel. And it's been growing over the last 6 years. We meet 3 times a week. We have over 4,000 people, and I consider them warm market because they know me and I know them, right? So that's what I want all of you to do, is to build your warm market, to network more, to help other people, to edify people. People say, Eric, you're always promoting people. I am. I made a living off of promoting people. I make a great living and I just edify people all day. Isn't that strange? Right? Right? And also, you can network in so many different ways. It's not just a business group, business networking group. I went to National Speakers Association convention a few months ago. That's where I met the great Robert Kennedy. That's him, Robert Kennedy. CSP. Look, he's one of the best speakers in the world. That's how you get that whole CSP thing. I don't even know what it stands for, but you're up there. You're with Les Browns and company, right? One of the best speakers in the world. I would have never met him if I didn't go to that event, right? And when we started talking, right, he came over to my booth and we were talking. I wasn't selling him. He wasn't selling me. We were just getting to know each other. And he ended up speaking on my stage. Some of you saw him on one of my events, right? So you can network in different ways. Podcasts, right? When you meet with someone on a podcast, you are networking with that person, right? There's so many different ways to network. And just don't limit yourself. Just be open-minded. I also attend my masterminds where I network, right? And I create masterminds. Like that, we had one last year, and Amberly spoke at the mastermind, right? So you want to continue to network every day, and bring the right people into your world. All right. And it's not everybody you're going to become friends with. No, you're not going to relate to everybody. It's okay. Right? You'll attract the right people and you'll repel the wrong people, right? You'll attract the right people and you'll repel the wrong people, and it's okay. All right. All right. So that's what I want to share. That's what I want to share, folks. Definitely keep putting those questions in the chat as we go to our next speaker, who hails out of Nigeria, all the way in Africa. This gentleman, Lord have mercy, he's known all over the world. Why? Because he talks about a topic that a lot of us are lacking. We live in a negative world, right? There's negativity everywhere. There's negativity on the news. There's negativity in our lives, right? Everybody's here is going through some kind of problem. Believe it or not, everybody, right? But in life, you have to look at the cup half full, you have to look at the cup half full, not half empty. You have to bring out the positivity in your situation. And there's nobody more equipped to help you do that than my next speaker. My next speaker is Mr. Positive Energy, all the way from Nigeria. Zion Anegru, the floor is yours.
All right, amazing. Thank you so much, Mr. Eric. It's always a privilege to be here and be on the same table to speak with our global audience. And Leah, thank you for the nugget to share with us, Ambale as well. Each time I come in here, as much as I'm here to speak, I'm also here to learn. And you get to hear things, hear different perspectives from everybody. So I want to say a big thank you and a big shout out to everybody in the listening lounge. And I want to say, happy International Women's Day to all women who haven't gotten the opportunity to hear me say it. I want to celebrate you all because you all are amazing. Now, it's a very powerful and interesting topic today, talking about the power of networking. And like I said, networking, for me, it's a journey and not a destination. It's continuous. So the more you network, the more you should network. I know they've said the benefit and where we can network, what networking is on. I'm going to come from a whole different perspective when it comes to networking. I'll share with you some common mistakes I made when I was networking, because this is what most people should learn. It's not just about network, but networking the right way. It's very, very important. For some persons, they believe because you have a first conversation with somebody, they've automatically become your friends. That's not true. 90% of people you speak to for the first time, they're going to forget your name. They're going to forget what you do. And that's why we have to learn about the 7 mistakes that people must learn and people get to know when it comes to networking. For me, one of the mistakes I made was lack of preparation. I go to a networking event without being prepared. Because it's a networking event, I'm getting to meet people. I just go in there without being prepared. By being prepared, what do I mean by this? Now, when it comes to networking, if you are going for an event, a physical event, an online event, try to make research about the event. What the event is all about. What's the key topic? Who are the people that will be attending the event? So that you can prepare yourself. Don't just go to a networking event just because it's networking. I want to be there. Once you get there, you'll be lost. When you get to a networking event, you can be overwhelmed because there will be a lot of people you want to meet. That's why you have to prepare yourself. Who am I going to connect with today? Who am I meeting today? Mr. Eric will be at the networking event today. Leah will be at the networking event today. Annie will be there. Ambali will be there. So I'm going to meet this person, meet this person, meet this person. Because at the end of the day, you cannot meet everybody in the networking event. And everybody that comes to a networking event is not for you. So you have to prepare and look forward to the persons you want to meet in the networking event. So one of the mistakes that most people make is lack of preparation. And the second mistake, I know Mr. Eric talked on this earlier, talking too much. I've been to a networking event, you just talk and talk and talk and talk things that are both necessary and not necessary. People get bored. And people will be like, oh, it's okay. Thank you. Nice meeting. And they walk away. So you don't have to talk too much. If there's one thing I've learned about, sharing in networking, I realized that impacting people is not in the multitude of words, but in the value of what you are saying. I will say that again. Impacting people is not in the multitude of words, but in the value of what you are saying. So you don't have to impress people by talking too much. You don't have to say your life history in just a 2-minute or a 3-minute conversation. Go straight to the point. Another mistake I made is not exchanging content. I've been to a networking event because of the excitement, because I was so excited to meet this person, I forgot to ask for their contact. And who knows? Meeting people can just be the only one chance you are getting to meet people. So as much as you are talking, you are interested in them, always do well to exchange contact. When you get them, oh, I met this person, but you don't have their contact. There is no way you can reach out to them again. That was the only window you had, and you missed it. Why? Because you were so overwhelmed and talking too much. So learning to exchange content. Another mistake that people will make when it comes to networking is not following up. I've seen this happen. I've been there before. I know what it means. I think because I have met Mr. Eric today for the first time, we had a good conversation, then we are friends for life. No. Networking needs your sacrifice, needs your dedication, needs your commitment, needs your intentionality. And that's where the following up comes in. Week in, week out, monthly, as the case may be, send a message out. Oh, how are you doing? How's been your week? I just texted to check up on you. I just called to check up on you. Why? Because networking strive on relationship. I will say that again. Networking strive on relationship. It's beyond just connecting with people and exchanging contact. You must be intentional. You must be willing to go deeper to get to know people beyond just connecting with them. Another mistake I made was focusing on myself. Sometimes we can be so selfish. We want the world to know us and know about what we do. And I do this, I do this, I do this, I do this. And you just keep talking about yourself. The conversation is supposed to be a two-way conversation. You say something, allow the other person to say something. So it's not just about you. I know you are making an impact. I can teach you 1,000 ways to make money. I can do this. I do X, Y, Z. Yeah. Sometimes we get so carried away that we focus on ourselves. If there's one thing I've learned about networking is the more you shine your light on people, the more your light shines brighter. I tell you, it's a principle that works. Shine the light on other people. For me, when I go to networking, I hardly talk about myself. When I keep talking about you, I want to hear you speak. I'm interested in your goals, in your vision, in your aspiration. I'm interested in what drives you. I'm interested in how I can help you. By so doing, you too, you'll be automatically interested in what I'm doing. But by the time I'm talking too much, you get to a point you will not be interested. So as you go to networking, learn to shine the light on other people. And lastly, I will end with this. For me, I'm very guilty of this when I started networking. I usually ask people what they do instead of how are you. For most people, it's a turn off. Starting a
All right.
for the fact I laugh for a living. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now. Yes.
Yes. So I went for a networking event and the person said, "What do you do?" I said, "I laugh for a living. I smile for a living. That's what I do." Now, most of us make the mistake because we see somebody we've known, it's an expert in certain things, instead of us asking, "How are you?" Be interested in people, not just what they do. Be interested in people. When people feel that you are interested in them, they can give you their time, they can give you their attention, and they can give you the room to have access to them. It's not about what they do. It's about who they are. It's not about what you can get from them. It's about how you can add value to people. So I encourage you, let's do well to network. Like Amber and Leah said earlier, your network determines your net worth. Wherever you want to be, wherever you want to go, somebody else is already there. And the ability for you to network with people like this will give you access and makes life much more easier. So thank you so much, everyone, for listening. I yield the mic back to you, Mr. Eric.
All right. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate it. I mean, even the crows are crowing. I mean, this is amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much, Zach. You always bring the value. Mistakes people make. Yeah, that's it. People make mistakes. So we appreciate that. We appreciate that. All right, folks, we have a special gift, a person in the house that's going to give us a lot of insight. My good friend, he was actually here a little bit before. I didn't see him on here on my page here, but he's here, and he is one of the best networkers you can ever find. All right, he has actually introduced me to, I was going to say hundreds, but it's probably thousands. On that have thousands of people that have heard my voice on LinkedIn through him. Absolutely, without a doubt, because that's what he does for a living. All right. He's the fame expert. If you want to be famous with your business, you want to really learn how to network and to meet people and to make more money and all of that good stuff, you need to hear from this gentleman who comes out of Europe. All right. So we are going to go without further ado to my good friend, Eni Osong. The floor is yours.
Good morning, everyone. I actually mean morning this time. Not afternoon as it normally is. The time change, Eric, has thrown me. I was sitting there thinking, I'm doing great. We started 45 minutes. So we've started now. Anyway, I'm here, right? I got 3 weeks of this, so I'll get used to it. I hope. It happens every year, apparently. So here we go. Thank you so much, everyone. Amazing gems you've all shared so far, of course. You know, I wasn't expecting any less from my good friends here. But my friends, networking is, it's everything. Networking literally is everything. You know, I talk to clients every day, and you know what, Eric, they make the same mistake. Talk about mistakes. They think it's about connections. It's about likes, followers. They think that's the numbers are everything. It's the numbers mean nothing. You know, again, I've got a friend who has something like 70,000 followers on YouTube, for example. 70,000. That's a big number, right? So I asked myself, why is my friend still going around looking for clients? If you and I, if any of us have 70,000 followers, we would not have to talk to anyone else, right? You can just get business from them forever. That's what networking really is. That's as you've all mentioned, the issue is that my friend has no real friends. She doesn't know who they are. Never met them, never spoken to them. Doesn't care what they want, who they are, what their needs are. So when the time comes, no one engages. You know, no one buys, no one inquires. It's almost like a pointless load of numbers of people, right? It really it's a worrying sign for me, because I know I can't do business with that person, because the network is not a network. You know, I say that sincerely because today in 2025, my friends, your business has to be built on the people that you know, people who know you. It must be. It must be. And again, as everyone said, it's all about who you speak to. If you don't meet them, you haven't got a network. But when you have that network, I've spent my whole 10 years in business networking. For the first 8 years, I was networking in person, 6 days a week. And I was meeting people. It's about meeting people, befriending them, getting to know who they are. As I said, as Eric said, care what they do, right? Really care what they do, and they'll care what you do. You know, you don't need thousands of people in your network. You really don't. You know, if you go, a few hundred who are interested in what you do and you're interested in what they do, you will benefit in more ways than you can imagine. You know, so for me, networking is where I learned my skills. It's where I learned most of the basic skills. You know, you start some business, you think, I know what I'm doing. I do X, Y, Z. I'll just tell them and they'll buy. If you go networking, my friends, you soon find out it doesn't work like that. You know, you have to learn how to say what you do in a way that resonates with the people you're talking to. You know, because you've got a room full of people, and if they don't get it, they don't get it, right? So, you know, I had to learn how to change my language. You know, that's why I don't say to you, I do marketing. That's why I say to you, I make you famous. Because it's a shortcut into your networking colleagues' brains. They get that. And then they can ask the next question, which, again, I'm saying this not because I've done it. I'm saying to help you to sort of look at where you start. And if you can pique people's interest, then they'll ask you, that sounds interesting. Tell me more. The famous words in networking. See, again, I'll say this. If you go to a networking event or networking group and no one ever says those words to you, tell me more, leave. Don't go back. Really, don't go back, because it means, you know, that's my standard. You know, if no one cares what I do, why am I wasting time there? So, but I've learned that if I learn to speak people's language, if I get to meet with them, then people will remember you. You know, the tricks, it's not a trick. As Zion said, it's all about just being yourself, being honest and caring about people. We've moved on in the world from just now broadcasting to people to actually engaging with people. You know, what do they do? Why do they do what they do? You know, who can they help in your network? Now, I'll say that when I say that networking it's a two-way street, right? But it starts with, I mean, Eric said it very well. You know, it's not about what you can get out of them. What can you do for them? That's the trick, right? Now, I spent, say, in my networking days, I spent pretty much every day doing one-to-ones, going to people's offices, and see what they do. The reason I did that is it's quite simply, you find out a lot more about someone when you spend time with them. And networking, there's this things called referrals, introductions. Make that your priority. Make that what you want to give to your network. There's different ways of doing it today, but essentially my thing was, if I come to your office, we'll talk, yes, I get to meet your team. And then most of the referrals, introductions to other networkers in our group is simply by overhearing conversations. Admin says, oh, we need a bunch of papers. And oh, I can help you with that. I know someone who does that. And then you have a referral, right? Connect them together. And like they do business, they love you. Everyone loves you. And you've done nothing at all apart from just connect two people together. The thing I'll say today, my friends, is leverage your network. I use my network for everything. You have to be in my network for me to introduce you to my friends. If I'm looking for someone to do something, I normally look in my network first. Because that's just a place to look. If you don't use your network, then the network won't use you either. See, the biggest lesson I learned in networking is something called giver's gain. If you give me business, I'll give you business. It doesn't mean that if Zion gives me business, I have to give Zion business back. That's not how it works. It means, imagine our network is a big pot, right? Zion brings business, Leah brings business, Amberly brings business, Eric brings business, I bring business. Believe you me, in that pot, there'll be enough business for at least all of us to have at least someone to work with, right? It's about giving and gaining. If you don't give, you don't gain. Use your network.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate it. I was mesmerized by what you were saying. I forgot you stopped. I didn't realize you stopped talking. All right. We appreciate you. All right. So I'm going to just shout out a few people. Then we're going to get into the questions. Okay. So make sure you put your questions in here. Welcome. Is it Chelina? Welcome. We appreciate you. I think Raphael, I welcomed you already. Kendra, welcome, Kendra. Good morning. Good to see you. Let's see who else. Oh, Damilola, welcome. She says she wants to network with people in the UK. Yes, we have a lot of people in the UK that come here. A lot of people. So here's the deal. If you all want to meet new people and network, just keep coming to our events. All right. We bring people together. All right. So welcome. Let's see who else. Tatenda, I think I welcomed you. Welcome everybody. Appreciate all of you. Ashrani, welcome to our meeting today. All right, so let's go to Ibang. Welcome. Let's go to our questions. We have quite a few questions. I want to start with this one right here. Okay, this one. Yes. All right. So this one comes in from Coral from across the pond. Can you give us some networking tips for people who are introverted? And I love that question because that is the number one excuse people give me about why they don't network. They're like, oh, Eric, I'm just introverted. Like, I just like to keep to myself. Well, let's give them some tips on how to come out of their shell, if you will. Who would like to share first? Okay, Leah cannot wait to share.
I cannot wait to share on this. This is a great question. This is so brilliant. I'd say, you know what? You've got to become extroverted. And that's all there is to it. Listen, they don't know you. They don't know that you're shy. They don't know that you never talk to anybody. They don't know that you feel uncomfortable. When you're meeting new people, you can be whoever you want to be. Right. So you just tell yourself, I'm an extrovert. I love talking to people. Listen, it's not about what we listen to ourselves. It's about what we talk to ourselves about. What do we embed in our command, in our super mind, right? We can be anything that we want to be. So amazing question. Thank you so much, Eric.
Thank you. Zion, go ahead.
Yes, thank you so much, Leah, for that response. For me, I used to be in this category of being introverted. I used to be very quiet. I love my space. I love keeping to myself. But when I became more intentional about growth, I understood that growth does not happen in my comfort zone. I'm comfortable being quiet. I'm comfortable being reserved. But if I want to grow, if I want to be better, I cannot grow there. I have to change my mindset. There has to be a mindset shift to say, wow, for me to grow, I have to move to the next level. So being an introvert for me, it's just a mindset shift, it's a mindset change. To tell yourself, well, I need to put myself out there. Because you will not be the one to buy your product. You will not be the one to buy what you are selling. So you have to put yourself out there. Make yourself visible. One thing is, being vulnerable is not weakness, it is strength. Just put yourself out there. The worst that could happen is that they will not talk to you. That's the worst. The worst that could happen is somebody will say, I'm not, that's the worst. You're not going to die. Just put it. Now, do it scared, do it not sure, do it afraid, do it even though you don't know what to do. Just go out there. Just say hi. Start a conversation. And I tell you, it looks like magic and it's going to work out well because it did work out for me. So that's my contribution for that. Thank you so much. I yield my back to you.
Wow. Wow. Carl, he could have charged you for that kind of information, but he gave it to you for free. He gave it to you for free. That's amazing. All right. Eddie, go ahead.
I think deep down we're all introverts, right? We really are. People won't believe that, but we like our peace and quiet at the end of the day. But so when it comes to networking, especially in person, I guess I figured once a week I get to sing and dance. So as Zion says, I prepare. I know what I'm gonna say, and the preparing bit is only for a very small part. A minute, you normally get a networking event if you're lucky, 60 seconds. Some give you 30 seconds, right? So you just have to know what you're gonna say to engage people on that day. That's what you have to know, right? Write a script, practice a script, try and deliver it, and more often than not, it's not gonna work, but at least you feel more confident in yourself, right? Now, look, the real money networking is not in that 60 seconds. The real money, as I said earlier, is in the one-to-ones. It's in meeting people. Now, even introverts can have conversation with friends. Your thing is to make friends, someone who wants to sit with you and talk to you. That's not a problem for introverts because we do that every day, right? Talking to a group is our problem as introverts. But even then, say you sing and dance, well, get those one-to-ones in the diary. Get those one-to-one meetings done. That's where the money is.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Amberly, go ahead.
So I really love this question, Coral. And I sort of have a two-part for it. Number one, when you're showing up as your authentic self and you're doing it scared and you're just starting, Annie and Zion are both right, and Leah as well. I mean, we are just dipping our feet in, getting to know people. So as an introvert, or maybe you just feel uncomfortable, all of those things are normal and okay. But here's the thing. You have an opportunity to share your story. You have the opportunity to draw someone in and take them on a journey and give them an experience of who you are and what you want to share with them. And when you're able to do that, you are able to take them to a place where it gets their mind thinking, it gets their mindset thinking, and you're shifting all that you have inside of you to build relationships. And honestly, without relationships, we wouldn't have business at all. So go out there and share your stories and share your experiences. Take people on journeys and enjoy the ride. And believe it or not, you're going to find your tribe. You're going to find the people that resonate with who you are. And therefore, you build the relationships. People learn how to know, like, and trust you. And there, my friend, you have a beautiful community. Back to you, Eric.
Awesome. Thank you. Well said. We appreciate that. We really appreciate that. Networking for me is opportunities, right? If you don't go out there, you have all these doors in front of you, and there's opportunities on the other side, right? The people that you talk to are the ones that open these doors for you, right? So you're standing there and you realize, well, look, I'm not having any opportunities. I'm not building a business. I'm not making money. The doors are there. You're just not opening them, right? You know, when I met Annie, he introduced me to a door, which introduced me to a lot of people on LinkedIn, right? When I met Amberly at the networking event, she introduced me to other people, right? So these are doors. These are doors, and you want to be able to open the doors, all right? So speaking of that, we created a special group called Promote Your Business Inner Circle. Inner Circle, that is people from all over the world, entrepreneurs like you, that come together and on a beautiful platform. You'll be able to network, share your information, share your events, meet people. And we are going to be charging for this. It's not going to be free, right? It's something that you have to pay monthly. But for now, it's free. All right, it's free, right? Until we get to a certain number. So, and it's free for life. So if you get in now, you're in there for life, right? And when you meet somebody a year from now, they tell you how much they're paying. You can say, well, I got in for free for life. They're like, what? It's called timing. It's called timing. So this is the best time. So I put it in the chat. Promote Your Business Inner Circle. It's very easy. It's let's see. It's PYBIC. Promote Your Business Inner Circle. PYBIC.com. All right. And once you go there, you'll be able to join our group. Absolutely free. I do free trainings, ask me anything trainings, all of that. There's just so much in there. I can't even go over everything. So just join if you're interested. And if you are, do it now, because if you do it next time, you may be paying for it. All right. All right. So real quick, we're going to answer one more question, and then I want to go around the room. I want everybody in our panel to tell us how people can connect with you, how they can reach you, because I get all tons of calls and emails and texts. How can I get in touch with her? How can I buy her book? How can I join her coaching? All of that. So, all right. So the next question is this, and then please let us know how we can reach you, speakers. All right. Can you share an example where networking opened up a significant opportunity for you and what happened? Okay. So let's start with Leah. And then we'll go around the room. Go ahead.
Yeah, I believe that it's no longer who you know, but who knows you. And what I mean by that is telling everybody what you do, like what's special about you. I do a lot of coffee chats, and I had a coffee chat with a gentleman a couple of months ago, and he said, you know what, Leah, I respect you. You seem like a nice lady, but I don't believe in life insurance. I don't like life insurance. I don't believe in this living trust. I don't like anything to do with that. You talk about the love letter. I don't believe in any of that. And I said, that's okay. Thank you so much. Have a great day. And guess what? He sent me a huge referral for somebody who does love insurance. They do want life insurance. They do want a family bank. They do want a living trust. So just tell everybody that you meet who you are and what you do, because somebody is looking for you. And the best way to reach out to me is on my smart link. It's better than a website. It is leahgarcia.io. Super, super easy. leahgarcia.io. And I'm all over social media, and you can get my QR code also. Thank you so much, Eric.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And a side note, folks, life insurance is not for you. It's for the people you love. All right. So for those people that say, I don't believe in it, respectively, it's a selfish thing to say. I said it. Okay. Yeah. Don't go after Leah. Go after me. It's a selfish thing to say. Let's keep going. Let's go to Amberly. Amberly, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
So I love this question. Networking has completely changed my life. Mm-hmm. I am from corporate America. I spent most of my life in there, caged. And I feel like networking has given me the opportunity to meet wonderful people. That's where I met Eric. It has given me the opportunity to meet so many wonderful, incredible people. It has given me the opportunity to make my chosen family and people that I hold very close to my heart and my life, who support not only me, but they also are cheering my kids on. It has been absolutely wonderful. So I would love the opportunity to be able to meet and see how I can bless and serve each and every one of you. I'm on all the socials, anywhere, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn, of course, reach out to me under my name. I would love to have a conversation, see where you're at, and network and find out who you are and how we can make a difference together. Back to you, Eric.
All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. All right. Who would like to go next? Zion, go ahead.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Eric. And Cora, another great question. I have so many stories to share when it comes to networking. I'm going to quickly share two with you. Now, coming from Nigeria, I tell you, I encounter where there is what it means to be limited opportunities for me personally. But coming online and getting to network with people open doors I never imagined you could. Now, networking allowed me to meet Mr. Eric, Amberly, Leah, Annie, and so many other persons out there. Here I am, sitting here in my home in Nigeria, but I can talk to you from wherever you are around the world because I embrace the power of networking. Sitting on this table today was because networking opened the door for us. So that's one thing that networking did for me. And secondly, becoming an author. You can see the book at my background, working with Annie. For years, I've been thinking about I want to be an author to write a book. I couldn't. But because of networking, I wrote my first book. It became an 8-time bestseller, international bestseller. And I tell you, my second book is on the way. The opportunities that networking will bring for you, it's knows no bound. It knows no limit. So these are a few stories that networking has been able to open in my life. I tell you, there is more, but let me end with that. Thank you so much, Mr. Eric. I yield the mic back to you.
All right. And did you say how they can reach you?
Yes, you can. I'm in all socials, but I'm actively on LinkedIn. Zion Inogie, the only one you can find in there, Mr. Positive Energy. And I'm looking forward to go on a journey of positivity with you. For anyone who wants to embrace positivity, do well to reach out to me. And I tell you, it's going to be a journey filled with so much possibilities. I'm back at the Mr. Eric.
Awesome. All right. So we have a Victor. Amadike says, how can we get in touch with your group? It's right on the screen. PYBIC. Sometimes people pray and fast all day and God gives them an answer and they don't see it. Here's the answer. All right. All the fasting. This is it. This is it. PYBIC. That's the link. PYBIC. And guess what? We've already have 6 people that just joined. Yes. Chelina, Tenda, Tatenda, Didong. Welcome to our group. Welcome. All right. Go ahead, Annie.
Oh, look, my whole business, my existence is built on networking. There's no other way of saying it. The friends, I started networking in 2015. And 2 months into my business, when I worked out, there's no, where am I going? There's no, where are my customers? Where's everyone? Then you find that they're all hiding in networking events. They're not hiding, they're there. No one tells you, right? You got to find the right one for you. So I've learned so much from networking. Actually, you learn how to speak. You learn social skills if you're an introvert. You learn how to make friends. And you learn the real meaning of networking in some groups. When Eric says he teaches different skills, and don't ignore that. We need to learn those skills. Trust me. I spent hours in networking training because that's you need to learn those skills. There's no way around it, right? Go and learn those skills, and you find that. So here, at Sunday here now, I actually got clients from 2015 from a networking group. I actually got suppliers from my networking group. My network is what everything is built on around me. And even now, when I do book launches, people think, how does he do what he does? It's simply because I've created a network, a group of people who care about me and my clients, that care about them. That's networking, right? And this group of clients, every time we sell a book, they come and buy the book in huge numbers to make my clients better than authors. I couldn't do that myself. It's my network does all that every time. So every day, the benefit of my network is, I'm thankful to all of it, to every single person who supports the work we do and to say, we'll try and pay back, because that's what you have to do networking, right? It's about what you give, not what you take. Look, find me on LinkedIn, my friends. Find me on LinkedIn. connect with me. I would love to meet with you to find out what you do. I really would. I don't care if you don't know what I do. I can live with it, right? No, but as long as I learn what you do, because that's when I know when to call on you, Eric. Otherwise, I won't know when to call you. That's real networking. That conversation that we talked about earlier.
That's right. That's right. Thank you so much, Annie. We appreciate you. Again, folks, you want to network with more of us, go to PYBIC. Thank you for being here. We appreciate all of you from all over the world. We are here every single Monday, same time, same place. Check your time zones.
Yeah.
Okay. So it has been,
See that?
yeah. Yes. It has been a pleasing pleasure to be here with everybody today. And we will see you next time. Make it a great day. Bye-bye.